it's Andreas from Torshälla, Sweden again. And today I'm inside, much warmer, and it's snowing outside. I would like to talk a little bit about humidity and humidity on, tobacco, but pipe tobacco in general. And I understand this is a matter of taste, but I will give you my taste view and my preferences for both pipe tobacco and how I treat my cigars. So you bought a tin, and should you jar it up or should you keep it in the tin? Well, I tend to keep good tins in the tin until it's time to smoke it. But if you have like a Virginia and want it to mature a little bit or a little bit faster than in the tin, sometimes I jar it up and always have it in my mason jars. This model is a little bit different from some of the ones I've seen on YouTube, but it's a good model. Has this inside lid. Well, if it's if I buy a couple of tins and if one of them is aromatic, I will keep it in the tin until it's time to smoke. Because in my experience, if you keep it in a glass jar, mason jar, after some time, the taste may change, dullen up a little bit, but stays more fresh in the tin if it's an aromatic. That's my opinion. But still, when it comes into a mason jar, it will be a little bit more air, and that will make the tobacco to mature a little bit faster, especially if it's a Virginia or a Virginia-based tobacco. If it's a Latakia blend, it may mellow the Latakia a little bit, if you like that. So it's not right or wrong, so it's all a matter of preference, I think. But what I do, I have, so when I bought this Pese Cano, that's a quite bad tin, I would say. Really good tobacco, but quite bad tin. It's allowing the tobacco to dry out quite fast. But so what I did was put it in this jar as soon as possible. And it was quite dry, still quite dry. Smells delicious, but in this there is oils, and to keep the oils that carry the flavors, you need not to lose the humidity. If it totally dries out, the oils also vapors, and even though you can rehydrate tobacco, it will never be as good as it was when the oils was there from the beginning. This is still savable. So what I do is I put in Boveda packs, and the humidity level I have in all my pipe tobacco actually is 62%. And I think that's, for me personally, the absolute best humidity level for pipe tobacco. Why? Well, because it keeps the tobacco not too moist, so that it molds or get mold, but it also keeps the tobacco so it's fairly, well, not dry, but fairly, it's smokable. So it's easy to pack, easy to light, and well, the drying time, if you take out the really moist tobacco from the jar and you need to let it dry a little bit. Well, I still do for some tobaccos because I put the lid on, of course. But over time, the humidity level evens up a little bit. But if it's too moist, still this Boveda, in my experience, keeps it from mold. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, this is, I would say, in perfect condition. One thing I love to do is to go around like what's Donald Duck's uncle to when he swims around in the money. I like to go around and open my jars and smell my tobacco. And I think that because of the Boveda packs, it allows me to open and close lids a little bit more often than if it's just the tobacco. So I think that's a perfect solution. And in this case, I have a lot of samples from friends sending me different samples. And first of all, I try to have different samples, like the same tobacco type in a sample jar. But yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, I put all kinds of sample down here. Keep it in the a little plastic bag. But in this case, I have Boveda 69%. No particular reason. It's a big jar, and yeah. And in my cigar humidor, and this is a lot of taste preferences. Many people will say different humidity level. I have 69. I think that's good. My tobacco store, or one of the tobacco stores in Stockholm, they said 72 were their preferred. I think that's too moist, and the draw in the cigar becomes a little bit hard. I think 69 is perfect for me. Some have Havana cigars in 65%. That's a matter of preference. Well, it is for the pipe tobacco also, of course. But still, I would argue that 62% is, well, damn near perfect for pipe tobacco. Because of the it's not too moist, it will not mold, and it's not too dry, so the oils evapors and disappears, and still it's easy to light, tastes super nice. So it's a good level, I would say. If you have other experiences, please comment below. even, well, if you disagree with me, please comment below. I'm a learning person, and I'm happy to learn. So please see what you prefer. I'm super interested in hearing how you think about the humidity level in the tobacco jars. Well, many of you don't have a Boveda pack, and when you have a mason jar, well, you don't need it if it's a really good jar. Still, I do. Maybe it's overkill. Well, shoot me. I like it, and it makes me know that all my tobaccos is quite safe. When it gets hot outside, I live in Sweden, so in the summer in this room it's 27 degrees Celsius, and in the winter, well, it doesn't really go down below 20, but it varies. And my feeling is that the Boveda pack keeps the tobacco in check, keeps it a little bit safer. So, and I have tobacco in these jars for a long time, and super perfect in my taste. So, anywho, very glad to talk to you, and very much would appreciate if you comment how your thoughts are regarding this, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. See you around. Bye bye.